What do you want?
You there! A moment?
There must be some... Ah, a fellow student of history. You must be. No other reason to visit these gods-forsaken ruins? Fascinating place, though. You realize this is where King Rancer made his last stand. Still haunts the place, in fact. And I intend to find out why. Yes, the king and all his soldiers. Something happened in the final moments of the battle against the orcs of Hrothgar 15 years ago, and they were cursed with undeath. Their undead forms have prevented anyone from getting in to learn the truth. Yes, well, that's the challenge. I was hoping, though, since you're here and you do appear capable, would you be willing to give me an escort? I just need to get to the central tower. I'm convinced the answers I seek are there. I knew if I came out here and hung about long enough, someone would eventually happen by to help. If I can be the one to determine what happened in King Rancer's final moments, scholars will speak my name with reverence for generations. A good bit, actually. High King Emmerich's forces have just broken the bulk of Rancer's armies at Markwaston Moor. Some fools actually believe that's where Rancer fell, but that's not the case. He and his most trusted troops retreated here. Yes, Hrothgar was, of course, allied with King Emmerich, and the orcs had already subdued most of the kingdom, including Shornhelm. Rancer retreated here and the orcs surrounded him. The last moments of the battle, however, were lost to history. Rancer was king of Shornhelm, the ruler of Rivenspire during what many consider the high point of its history. He was ambitious, too. That's why he tried to marry his daughter to Emmerich. When Emmerich changed his mind, Rancer became insane with fury. Indeed, Rancer's armies marched on Wayrest. Almost took it, too, but Emmerich managed to strike a deal with the Red Guards and the orcs. Rancer's forces were soon beset by enemies on all sides. They were driven from Stormhaven in a matter of weeks. I love to explore too, but now is not... Well, I am staying here. It's amazing that there were no survivors. Were the orcs really that precise?
Think me Rancer, do you? No, I am not the Mad King. I am his betrayer. Enter the past and hear my tale. A traitor's tale it is. Lieutenant, where in Oblivion have you been? Those damn sleep scrolls were useless against the brutes. The orcs breached the walls. We're down to just a few dozen men, including the King's Guard. I'm afraid it may be time to surrender. King Rancer just wants us to keep fighting to the bitter end. Seems he wants to go out in a blaze of glory. Can't say I'm fond of that strategy, but the King's beyond reason. The damn mage he had gave him some fool notion he wants us to try. Before he vanished, Rizal Jewel told the King about this last-ditch enchantment that would help us hold the Tor. We're supposed to take these packets of magical powder and pour their contents into the braziers in each of the towers. Kill the orcs? I don't know. What I do know is that this is our last chance, and you're the only soldier I'd trust to even make the attempt. If it doesn't do anything, go up and tell the king. Maybe he'll realize it's time to surrender. Go as fast as you can, Lieutenant. Until we've tried this, the king won't even talk about surrender. We have to get him to come around before it's too late. I don't know what to think. There was a time when I would have followed King Rancer into oblivion. But since Mark Waston Moore, he hasn't been himself. It seems his hatred for Emmerich has completely consumed him.
Wounded. Thirsty. Are you ready for glory, Lieutenant? Our greatest hour is at hand. Those green-skinned beasts think they have us defeated. They'll soon realize how incredibly wrong they are. Have the contents of regional jewels packets been poured into the braziers? Not yet, but it will. We will charge the enemy's ranks and they will see what true determination means. I've sent orders for Captain Tyrone and the Kingsguard to charge the breach in the north wall. Tell the general to prepare his troops as well. Are you daft, Lieutenant, or just a coward? Don't make me repeat myself. Tell General Datu to prepare the soldiers to charge against the orcs to the south. I will retrieve my sword from the North Tower and join you on the battlefield.
Well, now that the foolish experiment with the braziers has failed, has the king come to see reason? Does he realize this fight cannot be won? Then he has truly gone mad. There's no reason to waste further lives defending this lost cause. King will just have to be restrained. Have you seen Captain Tyern? She and I should do this together. Damn it. Knowing her, she'll follow orders without question and get the King's Guard killed. You'll have to find Tyern and convince her to stand down. If she refuses, look for that chest of sleep scrolls, and just use one to knock them all out. Yes, it's actually probably best I go alone. At this point, I'll do whatever it takes. I'll give the King one last chance to listen to reason. But if he won't, then I'll just have to make him see things my way.
Have you come to join us for the final push, Lieutenant? We're all that's left of the King's Guard, but at least we'll take a few orcs down with us. As soon as we see... The General has no authority over the King's Guard. I take my orders directly from the King. The King ordered us to charge, and that's what we're going to do. It's true that the King hasn't been acting himself. Is General Datu asking him to rescind the order? If the King decides to surrender, he still may have need of us. Very well. I'll delay the charge until we get clarification from the King.
He's not the sharpest arrow in the quiver.
Stop acting like a coward, Datu. I am your king, and I will lead you to victory today.
Your Majesty, you've clearly lost your mind. I'm sorry, but you leave me no choice. It's done. No further lives need to be thrown away today.
Traitor! But your feeble betrayal won't stop Rizal Jul's magic. We shall live forever, but not you. I curse you and will scatter your bones. Die, you treacherous dog! What happened to you? Looked like you were in a daze for a few moments. Stupendous. Did you see what happened to King Rancer? Was it the orcs who killed him, or are the rumors true? Was he betrayed and killed by his own soldiers? Ah, General Datu. Of course, I should have known. They say his bones were scattered around the ruins. I suppose this was Rancer's twisted idea of vengeance. Tell me, though, did you learn how we might remove the undead curse here? Then what? Will he rise up and kill the king again? I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Take the skull and search the ruins for the rest of the general's bones. If you don't mind, I'll watch from the top of the tower.
I'm whole again. Meet me where I slayed the Mad King. Perhaps I can finally end this horrid existence.
Couldn't agree more. I'll shatter your bones this time, Datu. Attack!
Mad King has fallen. Come, we need to talk. Over the years, I've questioned many times whether what I did was right. I wanted to save my soldiers' lives, but I only helped King Rancer spread his curse. Now, whether right or wrong, I am redeemed. The curse is lifted and the dead can rest. Yes, they are at peace. Even King Rancer, I suppose. He was a wise and courageous king at one time, you know. I hope what happened here does not further damage his legacy. That is beyond my control, however. Goodbye, my friend, and thank you.
What happened at Firebrand
I'm sorry,
Keep
sir.
was
I
downright
tried, but
embarrassing.
no one here is willing
Glad
to
you
enlist.
restored order.
What will I do now? Without the Shorenhelm Guard, I'm nothing. I told the General I'm a soldier, not a recruiter. But now I'm to be discharged if I fail? It's not right. I've tried to do my duty, but I can't force people to enlist. Not a single one. Montclair's war has decimated our ranks, and people now see enlisting in the Guard as a foolhardy proposition. I have a few prospects, but they seem to have no sense of duty. I don't know. Maybe my manner is just too harsh. Certainly. I have one prospect who should be simple. Martin Datu. He's in the stocks for Mara's sake, but I can get him released if he enlists. When I spoke to him, however, he was stubborn and rude. Perhaps you could talk to him? I've already spoken with the constable, and he agreed to release Martin if the young man will enlist. I simply can't understand why a criminal would choose the stocks over doing his duty for his kingdom. Because Rivenspire is a mess. Blood fiends roam across the land. Montclair loyalists attack our towns. Need I say more? Yes, but this? Let's face it, this new civil war has taken its toll.
Finest merchandise around.
This work isn't going to do itself.
Why will you not listen? Beef-witted beast. Stupid horse. Does not even know how to do what he is told. I have a good mind just to feed the stupid thing to the dogs. You mean you would actually trade me that for this unworthy beast? If you're willing to do that, you're as dumb as the damn horse. What will you do with him? He's only good for hauling heavy loads, and he's not even much good for that. Ha! You're as crazy as that dog-loving boy Handre. This horse does not want to be free. He would not even know what to do. I will trade with you, but no taking it back. You will feel like a fool when the stupid thing just stands there. Fadil, what are you doing? Wait, no. Come back here, you stupid beast.
If you come to poke fun at the prisoner, you'd better think twice. I'll be out of these stocks soon. And then you'll have to watch your back. They may not have enough evidence to hold me, but that doesn't mean I'm not a dangerous criminal. They say I broke into Gerine's ironworks and robbed the place during the night, but they haven't got any proof. Besides, my friend is going to come forward and vouch for me. I was at his house drinking mead all night. And get myself killed? I can't do that. My father went back to the dirt 15 years ago, and my family needs me around. My mother would fall to pieces, and my sister doesn't make enough coin to support herself, let alone the both of them.
Merchants to the great houses.
Huh! Can you believe that? I heard what Martin said. He's either completely delusional or incredibly naive. He's been a troublemaker all his life, and he's not getting out of those stocks anytime soon. We have enough. We found his boot prints in the mud outside the broken window. He was involved. I'm not sure he was alone, but he was there. In fact, that friend of his, that Olivier, I suspect he may have helped with the robbery. And that's the thing. Olivier said he didn't see Martin at all that night. Some friend, huh? If they weren't such amateurs, though, I don't think the constable would have made the deal with Captain Thayer. I saw you over there at the stocks talking to Martin. Does that fool still think I'm coming to his rescue? He's like a babe in the woods. I told him not to wear those fancy boots. It's not my fault he wouldn't listen. Yeah, so what? I wasn't dumb enough to leave any proof for that constable to find, so I'm in the clear. And don't expect me to risk my neck sticking it out to vouch for Martin. As far as I'm concerned, he's better off in the stocks. Wait! No, please! Please don't! I'd go mad in the stocks! Look, I don't know how to sell these stolen goods anyway. How about this? I'll just leave them on the constable's doorstep tomorrow morning. That will clear Martin's name. Is that enough?
Going to release me, aren't they? Has Olivier really not come forward? He will. I know he will. Why? Olivier's not going to vouch for me, is he? That backstabbing arsehole. I can't enlist, though. I just can't. I'm just not cut out to be a soldier. And my mother and my sister need me here. That farthing Olivier. I can't believe he's hanging me out to dry. I don't want to rot away in some prison cell. I can tell you now, I am not cut out to be a soldier. Dishonor runs in my family. But you're right. I don't have a choice. I'll enlist.
You've certainly done your due diligence. I really appreciate the efforts, but I had a feeling it wouldn't work. Some people just have no sense of duty, and I guess Martin falls into that category. You did? Excellent. I don't know what you said to him, but I don't care. It's my duty to get new recruits, and you helped me fulfill it. Thank you. I'll have the deputy release him, and we'll get him whipped into shape in no time. You really have the knack for this. While I'm getting Martin released, I wonder, would you be at all open to taking a crack at another one of my stubborn prospects? Her name's Suga. She's got a mouth on her, but she'd make a good soldier. She wouldn't admit it, but I think she's some kind of bandit, and that's why she doesn't think much of the Shorenhelm Guard. She called me some rather rude names. In fact, I lost my temper, but you have more patience. If it was up to me, no. But our numbers are low and we can't be picky. Besides, I'd rather risk the life of a bandit in battle than some poor girl who's never even swung a sword. If you're willing to speak to Suga, she's over by the ironworks.
Damn trash, that's all it is. Let it be known that Jaren's ironworks sells nothing but dung. They call them swords, but you can't get an edge on one of these blades to save your life. Even the Shorenhelm guards got better steel than this. Oh no, not another one. What's it take to be a recruiter? The inability to understand verbal language? If you want me to write it down for you, I can carve it on your arse. I already told that old sow, Thayer, I'd eat dung before joining the guard. Bunch of elf-loving weaklings that run around Rivenspire getting kicked in the arse. People I run with, they eat members of the Shorenhelm Guard for breakfast. You look tougher than your average guard, but my boyfriend would wipe the dirt with you. Ha! You want to bet on how long you'll last, or whether you just turn tail the moment you see him? Nah, this could be fun though. Beat my boyfriend, I'll enlist. If he beats you, well, he'll just take your gear and leave your corpse in the road. Just take the road south out of town. That's where we do our business. Don't worry about finding Govaled. He'll find you. Oh, and don't expect a formal challenge. Just be ready to fight. I'll be here if you decide you're too much of a coward. How vile! Is that a piece of Govaled's brain on your boot? What are you, some kind of monster? Only joking around, of course. You beat him, huh? I'm impressed.
Nah, that's what that bastard deserves for sneaking around behind my back with that little Bosmer wench. I knocked her off myself. Nope, I haven't got any hard feelings. In fact, I'd say that was the easiest breakup ever. I suppose so. Govalid's gone, and to be honest, I was pretty sick of sitting around down there by the road and hassling people for a handful of coins. I'll give the guard a try. You can tell Captain Thayer I'll come around soon.
Oh well, it was worth a try. I knew she was something of a long shot with an attitude like that. I'd probably have been forced to beat her down every other day just to keep her in line. Maybe it's better that she won't enlist. You did? I'll be an Argonian's aunt. I really didn't think you could pull that off. You missed your calling, my friend. You should have been a recruiter. You can't seem to fail. While we're waiting for Suga to finally get here, what do you say to taking on the most unlikely prospect of the bunch? If you can recruit this young man, I'll eat my dagger. He's awkward. Julien Riziol, that's his name. He seems like a sharp young man and he's had a little training. The problem is that Julien is more interested in chasing girls than glory. Some might even say he's pathetic, but he is a prospect. I don't know. I tried to tell him that no girl can resist a man with a few scars, but that didn't seem to sway him. Unfortunately, I lost my patience after that, and now he won't even come near me. If anyone can convince him, though, it's you.
Watching you, going around town, cleaning up the mess that beastly soldier woman created by offending everyone. You must have a golden tongue, getting folks to enlist after that. You won't persuade me, though. I can't leave town. Not now. Because I'm close. I've been courting Gwendolyn for 3 years, and I think I'm finally close to winning her heart. If I leave town now, by the time I get back, she'd probably have married someone else. I couldn't live with that. That would make everything perfect. If I had her love, I could enlist and fight with the strength of 10 soldiers. That's not going to happen, though. It's going to take something special to win her heart, and I haven't a clue as to what that is. Good luck with that. I've been trying to figure her out for years now. I think maybe she just enjoys playing with my emotions. If you can help me win her heart, though, I'll enlist. I'll do anything you want, in fact.
Don't get me wrong. You're very attractive, and I'm sure you're very nice. But I'm not seeing any new suitors. I have my hands full already with that pathetic young man you probably saw standing around outside. It's not that I don't like him. He's brave, kind, and handsome. He's perfectly acceptable. He's just not very exciting. I don't know that I love him. I'm not even sure he loves me. I keep trying to tell him. It's just some childish infatuation. I don't know. I want the feeling from the storybooks. I want my skin to flush and my heart to quicken. I want butterflies in my stomach and to be unsure whether to laugh or cry. Julian just makes me bored. Someone in town has to be more romantic.
The constable and I are taking bets on how long before Martin annoys an officer and winds up back in the stocks. I really do wish him the best, but my gold's on 2 weeks. Why? Are you looking to court my sister too? Suitors have been lining up for months. That Julianne is the worst. I'd be happy to see her wed almost anyone but him. Wait a moment. You're not asking on Julianne's behalf, are you? All right then. Here's the thing. Whatever you do, don't give her flowers. They make her sneeze something awful. I'd suggest getting her a nice piece of jewelry. She always loved Mother's necklaces when we were young. She loves jewelry.
I've been thinking. Gwendolyn says I don't really love her. It's just some kind of silly infatuation. I think I need to make a grand gesture to prove my love to her. Something spectacular to show her how I really feel. Something romantic, something unique. I know, a bouquet of rare flowers, though I'd need help picking them. Or I could serenade her with a poem. Of course, I don't know any poems. Or maybe a beautiful necklace. What do you think? You wouldn't mind? I'm thinking Dunlane daisies. They're very rare, but they smell wonderful. They grow near the old tower outside town. Just watch out for the trolls and you'll be fine. Give the flowers to Gwen and tell her they're from me.
The wind whispers to me tales of distant places, of verdant glades dappled with sunlight. Where is this beauty, this wonder? Why can't I go there? What is this strange being standing before me? The creature speaks. My loneliness falls away like the autumn leaf. The wintry shiver of apprehension sets in. Do I dare ask the many questions I have? Do I dare hear the answers? How? When? Why? Why am I cursed with the burden of thought? I'm a tree, but I think, I feel. How? Other trees have no such faculties, do they? I even have memories. Movement, walking, a cave, but then nothing. There's something about the cave. It's near. Will you search inside for the answers I have lost?
What life comes to witness my dark, cold, dry. Worse than death this prison is. But my bindings cannot be broken like a dead branch. There is no escape, no release. Yes, that tree is me. Or rather, it is the life form in which I was the life force. But another came and by foul magics took my place. Merithrin the mage. He cursed us both. No details do I know, only that by arcane ritual did Merithrin pervert the natural order, binding me here and him there. I to lose my body, and he to lose his mind. This I never knew, and Merithrin will not recall. He was a revered member of the Mages Guild in Shornhelm. Perhaps answers are there to this question, or perhaps not.
I hear old Afrin's hold is no longer haunted. That was you. Thanks.
This business with Julian. I don't want to give him the wrong idea. I need time to think right now. I hope you can understand. Please, no! Get them away! Flowers make me sneeze, especially daisies. Does Julian know nothing about me? Didn't he even bother to ask my brother what I would like? That's it. I'm done with Julian. Tell him to leave me alone. Forever. I'm sorry, but no. This juvenile obsession Julian's been nursing has gone on long enough. This just proves that we simply weren't meant to be. I do not love Julian, nor will I ever. Please, Just ask him to leave me alone.
You gave her the daisies? Was she happy? Did she swoon? What did she say? Tell me, tell me, tell me! Daisies make her sneeze? Why didn't someone tell me? How could we have missed this? I feel terrible. Now we'll just have to try something else. What do you think? Oh, gods. It's over. No, I can't. What am I going to do? I'll never find another woman like Gwendolyn. My life will be empty. Honestly, I don't know if I can go on. It's like I can feel my heart breaking inside my chest. The guard? I guess. It sounds mad, but you're probably right. I really do want to die now, and it might as well be for a good cause. Tell Captain Thayer I'll be along soon.
Don't feel bad. I knew Julian was a hopeless case. A man who's sick in love is a sad man indeed. I feel sorry for him, really. Enlisting would have probably helped set him straight. I can't believe it. I said I was going to eat my dagger, didn't I? I hope you'll let me off on that one. I'm really embarrassed. Here, I couldn't manage to get a single recruit, and you come behind me and get 3. None that are worth our time, and I'll have my hands full whipping these 3 into shape anyhow. The General's jaw's going to hit the dirt when I march them in. I'll tell him I had help, of course. I don't want him assigning me this duty again. All right, recruits. Fall in. I want to see the prettiest march to Shornhelm in history.